Hi, my name is Ella, and today we will be going into our Chapter 3 case study, which is as follows. You're at a grocery store and you hear someone say, "Newborns are just the best. They don't hear anything, they can't smell, they can't see you, so it's really not that hard to care for them. Plus, they won't even remember any of it, so even if you do mess up, it won't affect them." You go home and you talk to a close family member. So in this, as our instructions follow, we will go over what part are they correct about. Is there any information in the case study that they are incorrect about? Are they making assumptions? And then what should they have said to have a more correct statement? So to begin, breaking down sensory and memory claims made by the shopper. The shopper claims that the newborns don't hear, smell, or see and make memories. And mechanically speaking, this is almost completely incorrect. Newborns very often have a very heightened sense of hearing and smell. And then if you look at our textbook, we will look at, where is it? We will look at the sensory capacities. So even though looking in the womb, it is very small and dark area, but they cannot see far, but they can see something with normal vision if it's within a pretty close range. And then the same goes for hearing. They can actually distinguish very similar sounds even in the womb, and then out of the womb, it's stated here, it's very keen. It notices that the auditory system works well. And then the shopper also claims that the newborn can't smell. But again, if we look at our textbook and keep scrolling, they'll see that they'll respond with different facial expressions, which shows that they do have those sensory factors within their body, even if they are a newborn. So if we go back and look at our notes, we will look at the next claim, which is that it's not hard to care for an infant, which is not always right, but it's not always wrong. Some people find it very easy to care for an infant, others find it extremely difficult and mentally, emotionally, and physically taxing. But each person is different and has different experiences. So if we look at parents after birth, you will see that this fits in with our case study, which matches that both the mom and dad have changes in their behavior and levels in hormones and different emotions. And then it also doesn't only change them personally, but it changes the whole dynamic of the family as seen here. And there's increased caregiving, financial strain, and time spent as a couple and as individuals. It can also decline in overall dissatisfaction, which goes against what this person's saying. So it could affect them later if, say, the parents divorce later on due to these differences in a relationship. And then finally, what they could make as a correction was that they could say something along the lines of newborns being great and an amazing new experience, even though their eyesight is still a bit blurry at farther away angles, they still can uh, observe things and intake different sensory factors. And then they can also hear your voice, recognize smells, and then that's pretty much how they could correct their statement. So, thank you.